Hey, baby, and welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Primus server, where we are playing the Direwolf 1.7 mod pack, and we are loving every minute of it. So, guys, welcome back. I just said that, but let's get to it. Let me show you. Let me show you around. Let me show you some things here at the old Base-a-rooney. So, as you guys remember, last episode, you'll see a little bit of difference here in the old Ender Pearl setup. This agricarnation, in combination with the ender cores, are growing them like crazy, guys. We are collecting ender pearls like nobody's business, and it's also increasing the amount of ender lily seeds that it outputs, because I guess there's a chance with every harvest that you get an ender lily seed, and since they're harvesting faster than ever, we are getting ender lily seeds like crazy. So eventually what I want to do is fill up almost this whole area with ender lily and ender cores, and see if I can figure out a way through just this farm to create a power source using just the ender pearls. I know that they have the ender generator, so let me show you that real quick if I can even find it. Ooh, I just said real quick again. No problem. Let's see here. Here's your ender generator, and I think you get like 80. I think you get like 80 RF per tick with one ender pearl, so I don't know if it's worth it, but we're going to have tons of ender pearls. This is very cool, so definitely look into setting something like this up if you guys don't have like an ender farm or something like that. Blizzard set up an awesome ender farm over at the end, but I'm under the mindset that I don't want to use it because I want to see how far I can get with this. You know, I want to kind of play through this and see how far this gets me. I know the ender farm works great. I feel the Ender Farm is still taking advantage of a glitch in the game where only Endermen spawn in the end. You know, if they had a few more mobs that spawned in the end, the Ender Farm would probably break down pretty quickly. I don't know. It's just me thinking out loud, but this thing is working great. And if you guys, you know, the Ender cores are very expensive to get, but what I have found out is that, you know, you can do the liquid transposer with liquid experience on a bookshelf and get one magical wood. But what I've been doing is using flim flam book enchantments, and these things work great. Here, I'll just maybe like walk you through it here real quickly. I didn't say real quick. That doesn't count. Let's see if I can find some books here. Okay, so we've got 2 books here, and I think I've got 2 flim flams there. And you can make the flim flam enchantment books by combining an emerald with the book. So let's do it. Boom. We've got 4 enchantment books. I may actually, what is in here? Oh, well, anyway, you can get with making the magical wood with the flim flam enchantments like so, you will get 17 magical wood every time you do that process, and that's much faster than and much more efficient than using the liquid transposer to make your books that way. I was going to build it here for you guys here real quick, but nope. I said real quick again. Dang it! One of these days, I'm going to get past saying real quick. Real quick has become my new word virus, and it's even driving me crazy. I'll watch my videos back, and I say like real quick like 20 times. Hey, Susie, how you doing? I did it! Very good, Susie. We're not going to go into it. So today, what I want to do is I want to set up a power system for the old Tower of Power over there, or the Power of Tower, who knows. And so what I've done here is I've gotten some stuff together to do that. Let's see here. We need these. I think we're going to need a bunch of double layer capacitors. Let's actually look it up. We want to make some capacitor banks. And I made some stuff very specific for it. Oh, we need lots of this electrical steel. Okay, hopefully I got some of that laying around. Good, I do. I have 64. That is going to come in handy. So I think you just do... We're going to split these up into 4ths, and we'll get 16. I think I have enough stuff to make 16 of these things, and that is actually a lot of power storage. So there we go. 16 capacitor banks. Perfect. The way I'm going to build them, or the way I'm going to power these banks, is with these guys, furnace generators. And if you look in here, I've got enough stuff to make 8. I'm going to make a lot more, but for now we're just going to make 8. And then I'm going to combine them to make the 8 times multiplier. And the way I do that, I think, is with one of these breadth things, transfer node, and gold. And we're going to have to hop over to base, or the Tower of Power, and do it over there in the QED. I'm trying to think if I need anything else before I leave, but let's screw it. Let's go over there and do it. Tower of Power is looking great, guys. I've got it a little bit more flushed out, but it's basically in the same state we saw it last time. So yeah, if we go over to the QED here and throw our junk in here, I think it's as simple as this. We need to make the middle part of the furnace multiplier. Basically, I think this is an energy transfer node we are making here. Yeah, listen to that. Kind of sounds like a sawmill a little bit, but with a different tone to it. But I do like the little particle effect you get from that. That is actually really cool, the little purpley particle effects. How close are we? Are we done yet? Come on. There we go, transfer node. Cool, so we can now run over here, and we will circle these guys like this. Throw our power node in the middle, and we've got our 8 times generator. Eventually, we want to get up to the 64 times generator, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So let's go down in our basement and maybe look at how we want to set this up. So we've got 16 of these capacitor banks, and let's see here. Do I want to do a 4x4? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Let's do a 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm not sure that's going to give us a great looking shape with this, but we could definitely expand this later. So that's our shape at the moment. It's not the best. Yeah, that's fine. We are actually going to add a little something to this later, but I guess what I want to do is I want to set up my furnace generator maybe here, and we're going to need some electrical cabling if I could use these arcane levitators correctly. There we go. I think I have some stuff here. Where is it? Here we go. Ender cable. We're going to grab 2 of these tesseracts. We're also going to grab some bronze. And I don't think I have signalum over here. We're going to mess with that over at the other base when we're ready here. So basically, this is the setup. It's pretty simple, but we're gonna automate it a little bit here this episode. So let's just do that. And actually, I think I want this set back 1 more. Let's do something like that. I think these don't get picked up with a wrench. You just break them. So maybe let's push this back here. We'll eventually clean this up once we get the details sorted out, but I want 1 more length of cable in between the 2. And if I click on this thing here and set this as input, there we go. So there's our little power station. We have a little bit of charcoal on us. We could throw it in here, and it gives us a power level of 320 for 15 seconds. So if we look in here, what is that giving us? So it's generating RF, but we want to hook this up to the charcoal system we have set up over there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go back over there, and we'll go up our little elevator here. I want to go over there and maybe set up a few tesseracts, but I need them on a private network so that other people don't accidentally tap into them, or I don't clog up the system with my garbage. So let's see if we can have some signalum over here. I swear I thought I made some signalum. Alright, where is my signalum? Signalum! I swear I made some signalum, guys. Hold on, I'm gonna pause the video here and find my signalum, which is it's an alloy in Tinker's or thermal expansion something or other. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I found my signalum. I guess that's how you say it. I'm not sure. But it's a different color than I was expecting, so that threw me off a little bit. So what we want to do is make some nuggets out of this. And we're going to put some forestry stuff there. This is bronze from forestry. That's the easiest way to make it. So I think it's just like this, right? We're going to make some locks, I think. Yeah, that's what we're making. So let's make 2 of these for our 2... actually, let's make 3 of these. What am I talking about? Let's make a bunch of these. What are we doing? Let's just make 4. We'll make 4 for now, and we'll come back to them later. 4. Okay, cool. So we got 4 locks, and we also have some signalum nuggets here. So what we could do is combine these with our tesseracts, and I think you just kind of do this, right? And we get ourselves a locked tesseract. Cool. So that way we will have a private network of our own, and other people on the server won't accidentally tap into our power system or our charcoal system. None of that stuff. None of that foolishness. So, let's grab ourselves maybe some item conduits, if I can find the stuff. I don't know where it would be. Where you at, stuff? Here it is. I found it. Haha. You thought you fooled me, but you didn't. Alright, so let's go over here to this guy and see how we want to figure this out. I may have to move this transfer node over to the other side. This is how I get my charcoal out for stuff, but maybe we can figure that out in a different way too. Oh, damn it! Come here. Sometimes this pickaxe is too good, I think. Alright, let's put this back up here. Alright, there you go, back up. And basically, I want to put my tesseract there. And let's try just this. Let's just try putting it like that. Oh, do these not connect to these? In what world? Okay, let's see here. Let's owner catdogpigduck. Let's put it in private. We want it restricted. No, we want owner only. There we go. Alright. So we want to set this tesseract number 1, set frequency, charcoal. Charcoal. Set frequency, check. And this configuration, this is the item mode. This is going to send only. There we go. And I think if we hit that, we now have that on, and that worked. Cool. Alright, so now it's functioning. Let's set this to insert. Let's set this to auto pull out, extract, extract. Active with signal, active without signal. What? What happened there? Receive fluid, send item. What the heck just happened? Did you guys see that? It totally just freaked out on me. Active without signal, extract. Alright, let's break this. I don't know what the heck just happened. But if I put this back down, send only. Items. Receive only. Blocked. Why does this not connect? Why are you no connecty? You were connected like a second ago, and now you are just not. Checkmark, checkmark. Item, low, owner. Maybe I should make it public? Now, see, look, this is what I'm trying to avoid. Is putting my charcoal on this. I want it owner only, set frequency, plus that. So does this mean that I can't put stuff in here? Let's try making it public, just real quick. Public access, charcoal 1, plus added. Alright. Is it connected now? No, it is not connected. Alright guys, I'm going to pause it here and fidget with this thing until it starts working. I don't know what the freaking deal is. Come on! Okay guys, I'm back and I've figured it out, but not really. I do not understand why these item conduits will not connect to these tesseracts sometimes, but I've got it to work with hoppers, which is really kind of dumb, but it works. So that's what we're going to use. We're using hoppers. Right now, these hoppers are connected on both ends of the equation. And yeah, so we've got this guy here. He is set on the network of charcoal, which is private. We've got a nice private network set up here, and we've got charcoal going into here all the time, and that is going to create us tons and tons of redstone flux. So haha, we've got our power set up finally. We did it. So I guess the next thing we want to do is let's go upstairs and maybe empty out our inventory a little bit. And let's work on making the output for our power, because we want to use this power wherever we please, and ideally that would be anywhere, and we don't want to run pipes all throughout our beautiful base here, so we're going to use these tesseracts, even though they don't work all that great sometimes. Whatever. Oh, hold on, I need some of these signalum nuggets, some of these delicious signalum nuggets. They go great in milk, I tell you what. Okay, so we put these here. That, and that, and that. Boom. And that. Boom. Alright, so we've got 2 more private tesseracts. Cool. And basically we're going to set these to our power. We're going to call it catdogpig power, which sounds kind of funny. So let's go ahead and maybe set that right here. Actually, let's set it right here. And we've got some energy conduits here. Hopefully these guys connect up. I don't see an issue with this. Look at that. Boom. Connected right away. And let's go ahead and set ourselves a private network. Of course we want these private. This is our power. Stay off of it. So let's set this to like 4, and we're going to call it Cat Power. Actually, there is a band by that name, so let's call it that. We're going to call it Cat Power. So boom, frequency 4, Cat Power. We're going to add it to the system, and there we go. Should be connected now. Cool. So that should be going into there. Let's actually look at these little side configuration do-boppers. Send and receive. Do we want it to send and receive? I think we just want it to send only. We're going to block fluids, and we're also going to block items. So cool, it's still connected. I think that'll work. So let's actually try powering some of this stuff with this newfound power source that we have. So one thing we want to constantly keep powered, now that I think about it, is our quarry. And we're running our quarry off of 2, what do you call them? Furnace generators? I'll show you the setup here now. Look at this. This is some Bobo stuff. There's just basically 2 furnace generators with hoppers here. We can go ahead and my inventory. Actually, let's do this cleanly. I don't know how to do this, actually. Let's just take these guys off. I just did it the exact opposite way I wanted to. Shoot. Alright, so let's take these out. They're no longer generating power. And now I've got a bunch of charcoal in my inventory. We can throw those back into these barrels here. And what I can do is throw a tesseract back here. Hopefully no bad guys come and get me. Let's actually throw some light on the subject, because it is very dark out here. And I want you guys to see what's going on. Very good. Cool. So then let's throw a tesseract down. And let's set this for blocked, and receive. Send only. Okay, so it's, no, receive only. Okay, so this should be receiving power. We haven't set the network yet. So let's see. What is this thing set on now? It's currently set on 2931323. And if we set this to private, and then we go cat power, and check mark. It definitely isn't still mining. Is this thing full? Yeah, this thing is full. Alright, let's see if we can take some junk out of here and get this going again. Okay, cool. It's definitely sending a lot more power now. So our quarry here should run infinitely faster, and what we could do with some tesseracts, unfortunately we'll have to use that same stupid hopper thing. Actually, what we could do is set up an ender chest and have it pull that way. But we can replace this chest with a tesseract as well, if we can ever figure out what is going on with these damn item conduits. I'm not sure. It's definitely very confusing. I'm not sure what to do. So guys, I think we're gonna wrap up the episode there. Oh my god. Come on, world. Look at this. It won't render in. Come on, at least my base render in. There we go. So let's take a look down here. This actually should be sapping all the power out of here. I should definitely set some sort of way for that quarry not to drain all the power out of here. But this will create a lot of power for us. We definitely want to get it up to the next tier. I think we're going to do that in the next episode, or do it in between episodes or something like that. So yeah, we've got the beginnings of a nice power system here. I probably should not have connected it to the ender quarry out there, because it's sucking all the power out of this system. So yeah guys, I think that's it. Hey! As always, I want to thank each and every one of you handsome and gorgeous people for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, give it a big old thumbs up. And until next time, guys, we'll see you all real soon. Thanks for watching, and good night.